What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, creator of the Diet Bar, as well as partner in the Ambrosia Collective and 015 Nutrition, alongside Brandon Curry. And if you're looking for a gym, we also have Iron Addicts Gym in Signal Hill, aka Long Beach, right in that area, California. Look, guys, one of the questions I always get asked, and I've done a disservice to society by never really doing a video on this, or at least none within the last 3 to 4 years, is how much rest should you take between sets? And there's a lot of different answers, a lot of different variables. And it is not something I'll be able to answer 100%, but I hope to give you a guide to where you can adjust your rest periods to accommodate your training, your goals, and everything else. Now, the amount you rest depends on the intensity of your set, depends on the frequency of your training, depends on your training maturity, how long you've been training, your training experience. It depends on if you're dieted down. It depends on if you're bulking. It depends on if you're on a low carb or a high carb diet. It depends on your genetics. There are so many variables at play that there is no one right answer. Now, when you train, your body just doesn't get tired like you need a nap, right? It depletes certain things from your muscle. Okay, ATP. One of the reasons creatine works so well is it helps with your body's ability to regenerate ATP within your cells. Carnosine. That's why beta-alanine is something that works so well with your body. Beta-alanine helps your body to generate more carnosine so your body can perform longer. Lactic acid threshold, how long you've been training. So your body replenishes a lot of things in your training. So when you have a set, how long you rest depends on mainly your intensity and how much volume you're doing in your set. If you do a set that is not near failure, you go 5 reps and you can actually do that weight for 10 reps, you could probably buck up and do a set in 30 seconds. However, if you do a weight for 12 reps when you can do 10, meaning you had 2 reps performed with rest pause or drop sets or forced reps or any other intensity technique, then you will need extra time, maybe even 2 minutes to recover. So here's how I look at things. If you're doing 15 to 20 reps, not beyond failure, probably about 30 to 60 seconds is needed between sets because you're not truly depleting that ATP. Sure, you're depleting a lot of glycogen, but you're not depleting that ATP like if you truly went all out and pushed and all that force. You're basically just doing aerobics. You know, it's like doing a sprint, stopping, doing a sprint again, but you're only sprinting at half capacity. So you're not doing, if you run a 4.4 in the 40, you're running it at 6, is what that's the equivalent to. Now, let's say you're doing 12 to 15 reps. I think about a minute is about the right rest period. Let's say you're doing 6 to 8 reps, going to failure, maybe a minute and a half or 90 seconds. And if you're doing an intensity set, 2 minutes or more. Yes, it's like that. As you train, you will learn that your body, what it will need between sets. I know that if I do a monster drop set, like the other day, I did my bench press, and I did a monster drop set where I did the 150s, then I did the 80s, then I did the 60s. I knew that in order to get any reps on the subsequent exercise, that I would have to take at least 3 minutes to rest. So I think the general rule of thumb, how we're gonna kind of bring this video home, kind of close it all out, is I generally would like to see you take about 30 to 60 seconds between sets. 30 to 60 seconds. It's generally adequate. If you really went hard, it was your last set, maybe a minute and a half or 90 seconds. However, if you did an intensity set, 2 to 3 minutes will probably be what you need. If you're a power lifter, if you're getting, let's say, 3 sets of 3 or 10 sets of 3 or whatever your split calls for, and you're going at 70, 80% of your RPE, of your max, so to speak, then I would recommend anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. So for most people who train, 1 minute is sufficient. If you take your sets to or beyond failure, 2 to 3 minutes is about what you need. However, if you're a power lifter, you probably can use even more than that. upwards of 5 minutes. I hope this video helped you, and I actually invite you to be a part of this channel. We have daily things going on here. You know, every Monday we showcase a channel we like. In fact, I've showcased Jeff Cavalier over at Lobliner and Tim Pool over at Timcast, two channels I really love. I do rants. I rant about things. I get pissed off. We do a cooking show called Two Jews in an Oven. Yes, it is meant to be politically incorrect. We do training vlogs where I vlog my entire day. Look guys, I really appreciate you being here. And I'd like to be able to do these videos to help you reach your goals, okay? I'm Marc Lobliner. Again, be sure to support me. Go to tigerfitness.com. Try all the brands I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And if you haven't yet, please try an outright bar. It'll change your life for the better. Thanks so much, guys. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on that notification bell, and remember, that's not a game. Peak Physicor is probably my favorite supplement ever created. It helps subjects double their bench press max when compared to placebo. An 8.5 increase in peak power. 11% increase in VO2 max, which means more sets, more reps, more endurance, more overload, more gains, and a 5% increase in lean body mass. These are valid human studies, guys. This is an amazing supplement, non-hormonal, completely non-hormonal. It works all natural. It's grass status safe. This is a supplement for you. Give Peak Physicor a try. It stacks well with everything.